Hi, I'm Brad Jones. Welcome to BJR. What we're going to do today is I'm going to show you through our shop so you can get a bit of an idea how that works. So let's go inside. You can see here we've got a few trophies. Once we come in here, if you follow me, one of the interesting things to start with is we've got an area where all the engineers work. So they do all the repairs, all the electrical stuff. We've got 3D printers. So these cases hold the shock absorbers. We get 3 sets of shock absorbers per car and we run them on our shock dyno so we can pair them all up. They're sealed, you can't adjust them, so make sure we get them as similar as we possibly can out of the sets that are allocated per car. So this particular part of the workshop is where we do all our composite, our paint. So if you follow me, we'll have a bit of a look. We've got our pit stop car here, which we use a couple of times a day, where we practice our pit stops. All the bumper bars, the repairs, new parts that we've manufactured. In here is our composite department. What we've got here is, this is one of the under trays off the Camaros. So this is all getting stuck down, and we manufacture these here as well, even though they're wood. But you can see in here, this is like the clean area where we manufacture stuff. If we come out and we turn around, you can see that the boys are working on one of the toolboxes, but we stock everything. So repair it, send it off to the paint department, paint it, and then it gets stocked around here. We've got Camaro rear bars, front clips that are manufactured, spares down there. So this is just more of a storage area and the paint panel shop here at BJR. So this is the heart of BJR. So this is where we make all the parts. So if you follow me in here, we have everything set out in different areas. So all the grinding that we do here. We've got a little of the smaller stuff that we make on lathes here. All our material is kept out the back. So we've got a bandsaw here, and you can see over here we keep all our stock. So it's really important to have enough stuff here, otherwise obviously we're waiting for stock to come in, which means no productivity. So the product comes out here, we cut it to length, we take it in, and then we work out which machine we're going to put it on. So we do make some really cool stuff here. In fact, we try and make as many parts of the car as we can. You can see Steve's got an upright up on the screen here, but on this DN Solutions machine, this is the newest machine we have here at BJR, we make things like this upright. So you can see it starts off as a block of aluminium that's cut. So we either cut them here, which you've seen out the back, or they arrive to that size. We put it in the machine. I'm sure the machinists hate me saying this, but press a button and 5 hours later, something like that will be spat out. It's way more complex than that. You can see from the screen how many buttons are on it, so it's not an easy setup. Then if we come around here a little bit, you can see it's pretty tight for space, but we've got our guillotine here, which obviously we cut bits and pieces to length. We fabricate all our stuff in-house. We've got a press brake here, and then as we walk around the shop, you'll see here we've got a lot of, we're just about to start, just got a new bench, and so we're about to start putting our second chassis together. So here's a lot of the jigs and clamps. This is a new bench that we've got that's just turned up. Just starting to piece together the roll hoop. So the boys will tack that up on the floor. These parts all turn up bent to shape. You can see here they all turn up in a box. They come from Pace, and this kit is for a Camaro because they don't have a Supra kit, but they're all numbered and cut to length. And then what we'll do is we'll get our jigging and our clamps, put it together on this and build it. Some of the other things we do here is a spindle. So we manufacture it here and then we send it away for hardening. Same with the gear stick, you can see that. We supply all the clevises to every team in the category, and of course the wheel nut and the socket. These are just a few things that we manufacture here at BJR. So we have 4 CNC machines. This is the smallest one, which is a Doosan, but I showed you the wheel nut earlier. That's the sort of thing we'll make in this machine. Little bits and pieces that strap onto the chassis, a whole heap of things. So each machine really deals with a different part of the car. So in here, we just do the cars. This is Andre's car. You might notice all the little dots on this particular one. It's because we've just started scanning the chassis so we can get the bodywork exactly where it is according to the CAD. So, you know, if it's too wide, then it'll slow the thing down going through the air. If it's too narrow, you get pinged by Supercars. So it's a new tool that we've got that we're working through. But you can see we don't have any lifts here. The cars sit on stands, and so the boys get under them and they go around them for lots of reasons, but makes it easy to open the doors and get in and out of the car. So we keep the 4 main cars in here and the 2 Super 2 cars. You can see there's a little bit going on. This is an engine out of a Super 2 car that we've just taken out, and we're going to send that back and get that reserviced. This is our other Super 2 car. You can see this is one of the Camaro engines waiting to go in the cars, and these cars are getting prepped. They've just come off a race meeting, so they pull everything you can see that's missing off the car and then send it off to the different departments to get serviced, and then it comes back. So we've got the SCT car, the PTAC car. It's our first Toyota, if you follow me over here. This is a brand new bar for Bathurst, so that's getting all built up, and this is going to be our first Toyota. So where we looked originally down in the manufacturing area, this chassis is totally made by BJR. So we're just piecing it all together with all the parts we've got. Hopefully in a few weeks it'll be looking a little bit more like a race car. So this is a sub-assembly department. Lots of stuff goes on in here. All the rattle guns get rebuilt. What's interesting about these is we just use them for one weekend. So the race ones probably have 6 or 7 goes, and then they come back here, get all pulled apart, crack tested, checked, put back together. Transaxles, we're building a couple of transaxles here. Anything that comes off the car, the upright that we showed you that gets manufactured comes into here, gets a spindle put in it, so we build all those parts here. If you come out the back, we have a grinding area and a dirty area. We have lots of stock set up here, different parts that are either worn out, but in here we wash, clean, press everything, check it all out, and then from here, then we take it back into sub-assembly and we rebuild it. This is a really important part of BJR. This is our store. So everything in here is logged and itemized. So if we just duck in here, you can see where we're at, and having spare parts at your disposal. The big thing about supercars and any sport really is you have to race the weekend that the race is on, and so you need all the stuff. So you can see we have so much stuff here, and we've got a system in place where once one part's taken out, it gets noted, and once it gets down to the last 5 parts or something like that, then we order new stuff. So or we manufacture it. So it'll send a note up to Danny or to Andy, who's in this department, and he'll know that we need to go and get some more stuff. But it's all neat and tidy in here. Every part has a part number, and so we know exactly what we're consuming. So this particular area, what we do is we do all the car designs in here, and printing and wrapping. So you can see that everything's got a spot, and Brad, who's behind me, does the design work, and then he'll print everything out on this mark machine, and then we'll take it out in the workshop and wrap the car. It's really important that all the cars look like they're brand new when they get to a race meeting. So we replace 90% of the print on that car before we go. So transporting the cars to and from the events is a really important part. We have 2 B-double trailers that we use just for the main cars. So, and we tow them around with 2 Mack Anthems. So they sit here at BJR, probably need a carport to keep them under or something, but these trucks are packed to the gun runnels, so they're totally full of parts when we go away. We carry not only 4 race cars in these trailers, but enough spares to repair them twice over. So there's really 1 set of body panels on the car and another 2 sets hidden away inside this. We also use these for our debriefs and our pre-briefs, and our meeting room. So really important part of our race program. So this is the second part of BJR. We've got a laser machine. We do all our own laser cutting here. This is a great machine. We can actually do square parts, and we can also do tubing here. So this is a shim that we put in the bumper iron so we can space all that out, but we use this a lot more than I probably thought we would when we got it here. And then if you follow me, we'll shoot off here. So this is an important part of the operation. Tyres make such a difference to the performance of a race car. So with Supercars, we have 160 rims here, and TPMS sensors, which tell us what tyre pressure is. We have to have, a couple of hundred of those as well, which come from the UK. Supercars limit how many tyres you can have here, so we're only allowed to have 80 tyres per car. We roll our own rims because they're aluminium. We have to, we damage a lot of them, so we re-roll them when they come back here, and then the boys wash them, clean them, make sure they're all perfect, and as you can see here, they're all set up, ready to go to Bathurst at the moment. So that's what BJR looks like. There's a little bit of everything here, but it's an amazing place to work, and I'm very proud of the fact that we're 55 strong and we make almost every part of the car that's possible.